Hey friends, and welcome back to Math Oxide. In this video, we're going to focus on the history of this. So what is this? This is basically the real cheese that we use every day in our sandwiches, in our pizzas, etc. etc. So you have to watch the full video. This may sound boring, but there is some interesting stuff in this video. You have to watch the full video, and if you don't get anything, so please comment down below, we'll explain it. Watch the full video.
Gouda bacteria. So that's why the real stuff is only Gouda. Now these two, look, in the milk, in 30 minutes gets thick like yogurt. And do we know yogurt? Yes, we do. And then I pick up a knife and we start cutting in the thick milk. First time, 29 degrees. Second time, 36 degrees. The whole cutting process, 1 hour. And what is left over after 1 hour? In English we call it Little Miss Muffins. Sat on the tuffet, eating curds and whey. That is the curds and whey. The water part, here we go. Drink it, love it. We call it recycling. Perfect. Now by the cheese we put spicy, like lasoon. That means garlic in Urdu. Trust me. Or we put kali mirch, black pepper. Or we put rye, that means mustard. We mix it, duk duk duk, and then press everything in models. How long? About 5 hours pressing. I got all kinds of models. I got small model for tourists, for Canada. I love tourists from Canada. I got the big Jesus, that is for the Dutch people. Now comes a part what nobody tells you. What part is it? It's the label. And this is important. Four-side stamp. Tradition, homemade. That's the only real stuff of the Netherlands. If the label is totally round, it's made in factory. And that's the one everybody knows. Why? A factory cheese is a big production cheese, is an export product of the Netherlands to Pakistan, to Canada, and even to Ecuador. It doesn't matter where you're from. The factory cheese you can buy everywhere. Now we go back to the real stuff. Production very small, local, selling by farmers. So what we do exactly, the good things we keep ourselves. And the rest, we export. And now this happy lady from Canada gonna tell, it's not fair. Say it's not fair.
It's not fair.
And I will tell you, it's totally fair. Why is it fair that it's not for export? It's very simple. Go to tradition things. It doesn't matter what you make, or you make a cheese, or you make something else. It even doesn't matter where it's made. The Netherlands, in Pakistan, in America, and even now in China. Tradition things are always made by, there you go. If something is made by hand, trust me, there is totally no export. If it's industry, that's for export. Until we have an exception. How do I and my colleague, we make loads and loads of little cheeses like this. Tourist people come, tourist people buy, and the tourists export tradition cheese really all over the world. That's how we do it. Yeah, we really make loads of these little funny things. Now we press it 5 hours. Then we put the cheese in salt water. And salt water is just for flavor, just a day. Dry them, wax on it, and if the wax is on, we start aging process. Aha! Yes, America, do we eat cheese at home?
We do.
And where do we store them?
In a refrigerator?
Perfect. America stores them in fridge. Yes, Canada, where do we store them?
The same.
Exactly the same. And why do we store them in fridge? It stands on. On cheese stand temperatures, on cheese stands expiry dates. Temperature is normally 8 degrees. Expiry date depends a little bit on the cheese. Now we go to real stuff. There is no temperature, no fridge. There's even no expiry date. You can store them for 10 years. But you have to turn them every week. If we store them 2 months, we use it on bread. That's normal. If we store them 6 months, we use it with a glass of wine. Yes. If we drink wine, some religion doesn't allow to drink alcohol. Do we drink wine? No? I do, sometimes. Yes. So a glass of wine and a piece of cheese, perfect together. Then we have the old one, 1 till 10 years, grating spaghetti. Everybody know Parmesan cheese? A real Parmesan cheese looks alike. Then we start cutting, and this is very important. If we're gonna cut them in pieces, they dry out. If we cut them in slices, they get moldy. Never cut them in pieces, never cut them in slices, cut them always one side. Take every day a slice of the cheese. And second opinion. No, it's good.
You have it.
Right?
There it is.
Doesn't matter. Eat. You happy lady. Yes. Yeah, first I always give ladies, you know, it's normal. Are you very quiet? Come, eat. Yes. And she's very hungry. Yes. And where are we from?
Ecuador.
Ecuador, come on, provar. This is queso artesano. So we cut it one side, and if it's open, we store it on the cutting side. Then we take a red cloth, and no fridge at all. This is totally no fridge. Yeah. If it's real hot, they really feel oily on the outside. If I were you, at that moment, I would put them in the fridge.
Okay, so moving on. How was the video? Now this is the natural cheese. These are the natural garlic spices. And this is how the natural pepper looks like. Hope you enjoyed today's video. This was a really informative one. So that's it for today. We'll see you soon.